What is up, people? Welcome back to Omnifactory. Everybody's doing alright. I'm doing pretty good. We've done a couple of things during the weekend. We've made these blast furnaces during the stream. I've made these two things here to be able to make the gears and stuff. And I did look into the slime generator, which in between the stream and now, I decided that I wanted to make it work because it gives 400 RF a tick. The only issue is there is absolutely no way to automate cows. So I made myself this. So it's simply a couple of vendor chests. And let me show you what we have at the bottom. We've got our milk situation. So I do have an auto clicker installed on my computer, and pretty much what it did is I filled up all my inventory like this pretty much, and I had two buckets here. So what it would do is when I clicked, the first bucket would fill, but there would be no place in my inventory, so it would drop into the hopper at the top, and then it would land into here. So then this one would go into here, fill this thing up, and then would output over here. And over here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 drums, which contain 256 buckets each, plus these on the sides, and pretty much this to fill took about 4 hours. So yeah, it's a little bit of a long thing to do, but 4 hours to do. Yeah, so I've also got 21 more steam dynamos. So I think this is going to be pretty good. But there is one thing that I want to do first, and it involves what we can see over here. First of all, we're going to need the battery hole. And these are going to be for MV because we did start in this one and these use 128. So for this, we're going to need to use MV, which means I want to move this one level lower to the next T to over here where you can see there is CEF over here where we're going to put these once I put the stuff into it. So the stuff that's going to go into it is from over here. So we've got a lithium. And in here, in the canning machine, what you can do is put one of these with 8 of these, and it's going to make a lithium one. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put these over there, and this is going to give us the battery that we're going to be able to put at the bottom. So that is pretty cool. That means that there's CEF at the bottom, I think. Yeah, CFMV, which is made like this, can be done. Over here, what I have is 64 times the recipe for capacitor, which is a quest, so I wanted to wait to show you the quest being done. There we go. And over here, we've got another recipe. But first, let's put this thing here. It's going to give me a 16 of those bad boys, which I think it's also a quest. And then we're going to be able to put this here to get, bam, those beautiful little capacitor. The thing I want to do now is kind of go and make this. So I didn't plan for this one, but it's not really that hard to make. I think I can. So if you're asking yourself how I move this quick, is because I use my hook, and as soon as you send your hook, you pretty much click space, so you're going to continue. And you're kind of getting pushed forward. It's kind of my way of going fast around everywhere. So, all right, the thing I'm looking for is the tin cables over here. And I do believe that we need electrical steel, so grab some of that. Let's grab some of that, and let's do this. So there you go. So now we've got 20. So that is pretty good. Now we just need to do some of that. Let's do 2 because we're going to be able to make 2 of these. We're going to need electrical steel plate. So there we go. I didn't know if I had any prepared, but turns out I did. Let's put some of those there. So perfect. So now we need coal dust. Coal dust. Hey, there we go. And I should have... Where did I place it? I know I have some. There we go. That's what I was looking for. So 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. There we go. So we got 2 of these bad boys. Is it a quest? There we go. We've also completed a quest. So there we go. So now we can do 2 of these, and this is going to be able to do 10,000 in and out. If we put them, as you can see, 10,000 in and out, and it holds 10 million RF. So that's going to be pretty good. But what's also really good about this is that you can get a signal from this to know when it's full or not. The thing is that these, if they're full of power and you got something in there, they're going to continue working. So what we're going to do is when there's no redstone, it's going to work. That way we can get the signal from this and then send some redstone to there. So that it's only going to make power when this thing needs some. So that's pretty much going to be the way. One thing I kind of wanted to do was to move this into the void world, just so that it can be like made even bigger eventually, because yeah, probably eventually this thing's going to be like ridiculously big, probably the size of a chunk. And since it uses an ender chest, it's not really an issue of being somewhere or somewhere not. This thing, they should die, but they don't die. I'm kind of bummed from this. But yeah, so I kind of want to move this into the void world. And over here, I want to do everything with the power and stuff like that. I think this is going to be pretty good to have every dynamo at the same place. Maybe do like just a little cage around it for the moment, just so that lightning doesn't destroy things. I don't think it's going to be able to do anything of the sort, but I think it's pretty cool if we can, figure it out. I didn't even check like how the underground over here was. I think we're fine. I did make another change, and it's related to this over here. So the thing that happened is I've done my mob, so I don't really need any of the weird-looking things. Not the weird-looking things, but the data mob thingy that we need. So I kind of removed the spikes, so the wooden spike, and now as you can see there's the diamond spike. So what I normally do is you click this one, it's gonna turn off the top. So now we can do this, and boom. So it's gonna send me all of these things. Let's move them out of the way. There we go, and we can like put these things there as well, because the only really important thing is the rods. So what you do is, since this one is activated, you remove this one, and then let's say you want experience, well, you put this one there then, and if you want the other one, well, you do this, and then of course, well, you reopen the door so that they can get in. So that's pretty much what I did. Since we're like pretty much always here at the top, they're always dropping down, so for repairing things, it's pretty efficient, like I showed in a couple of episodes. But yeah, so this is pretty cool. I think the next step would be to put like a range collector here to get the items. It was a little bit complicated to get like everything connected properly, because like it's all connected here. There's probably better ways of doing this, but it works. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with how things turned out. So what is next now? Well, between now and the next cut, I'm going to have put the system in there, probably put a wall things, move this to the void, have the dynamos over there connected to an endervore, which is made like this, pretty easy to make, which gives you water, better than the infinite water source that gives like practically nothing, which if you ask me, it's kind of a bummer that these things like this is giving 8. And like the normal one gives 1 millibucket, which is not enough. So pretty much I need to do all this, move this one down, connect the cables, pass the cable, connect the things outside, and breed. You know when you start doing something and like you just get really too much into it? Well, my base kind of expanded a little bit. So the building that wasn't there is now there, and it goes all the way to the end. And sadly, I can't put this in the void world because I can't access the void world. When I click the void cake, it doesn't do anything. So at the moment, I can't go into the void world, so this stays here. But as you can see, power has been installed. And these are all energetic alloy, which is kind of an issue because this here gives 2000 RF a tick. And these do transfer 2000 RF a tick. So it's kind of a bummer. But over here, there's kind of a weird setup. So there's 3 pipes over here. There is the items, there's redstone, and there's the energy. So pretty much over here, this thing will export the milk, this thing will export the slime ball, and this thing will grab all the empty buckets to send them back to this one over there to get filled again. And pretty much it goes back in, and then back out, and then the power is grabbed from the bottom to go all the way here in the corner. There's 40 dynamos. Here, I had to make a couple more because, well, I wanted it to fit. So there's just that row that has upgrades. The other ones don't. So yeah, pretty much these do produce 60 RF a tick when they produce that amount. And the other ones do 40. So that's about 1,600. And then this thing here produces, I did put the maximum output of 2,000. I might do 1,000 for the moment because I don't need anything from it too much. I've also made these things red because now that the base is bigger, I need to know where it is. Before it was just like in front of the chest, but now the chests are over there. So yeah. One thing, do not do what I did. MV, LV. When you plug an MV cable into this thing goes whoosh, and doesn't exist anymore. So I replaced it with LV here, and I've got a cable for MV over there. I did make energetic alloys. It's ridiculous how much you need energetic alloys. Like, it's ridiculous. I had to make an assembly machine with those programmable chip. I've got more. I just made more of this, and now I've got like more of these because I know they're pretty much the next step in our things. Like, if we want to do a bunch of things, that's pretty much going to be it. But yeah, I made a couple of them, so 8. And the reason for this is the copper. You lose 6 when you have it. And over here you lose 2 per. And this one you lose 0. So that's why I did it. But turns out I didn't put anything because, well, when I plugged it in, it did whoosh. So at least it doesn't go boom, but it did whoosh. And whoosh is not good either. So we still have these two. They're pretty good. They're plugged on their own thing with lithium batteries instead of the one at the top. I did plug my medium battery over here. I could change these to MV. I don't know how it works. Maybe I need to change like the blast controller. Blast. Yeah, I don't think this one seems to have one. I think you need to change these and change the like output input things. So yeah, maybe once we get into the next thing that I want to do, we're going to do that. So what is the next thing that we want to do? Well, the next thing that we want to do is pretty simple. There we go, we did it! Wait, oh, yeah, sorry. There we go, we did it! Now that's just the first step. And what I want to do is, of course, get all my coins, put them in here. Let's just do this, grab the things that we want back. Because, let's be honest, I'm tired of having my inventory completely full. Well, this can be useful. I think we're good. Oh, yeah, the magnet. But for the magnet, let's deactivate it. And you go there. So, alright, if we look at the quest now in the early game, we've got a possibility to go into an inscriber, which is the thing that I want to do. Because AE. Yeah, if you were thinking there was a better explanation in that, no, it's just AE. But it kind of brings us to needing to make like crazy things like this. But also, we need to make those. And those need you to have a charged Certus quartz. I do have a couple of Certus quartz, but I don't have a lot. And to make this one, you need to autoclave with water and Certus quartz that you mine. So, which is kind of the next step I need to get. So the autoclave is made with steel, some of these that... give me another one of these, 2 of these. Wait, let's do autoclave. There's always something new you need to make. The electric pump. No, not you. No, not you. You. Alright. Glass. And 4 steel plate. Luckily, I know pretty much where my things are. That always helps. Alright, boom. Autoclave. So, this thing needs water. So, good thing for me. I've got this thing. That's gonna be helping and giving it water. Perfect. So now this has water, so... That kind of means that when I'm able to find my Certus quartz that is somewhere here, I know where things are when I use them. When I don't, oh, that's quartzonite, not Certus quartz. Let's go quartz. Certus quartz. I guess we could do... Where is my... smashing? Let's make sure, though. Yes, okay, so it's gonna give me 2 of these. Oh, that's nice. Now that I have, like, this super big area, I can easily just put a bunch of these here. And now I can do... Where's my wand? Probably in here? Yes, it is. Whoa. So, alright, let's grab like the whole thing then. And I'm going to go mine more because I know I'm going to need like a crazy amount of these bad boys. Alright, let's go. Let's do this. Alright. And then because you want your thing, you can just boop, 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 boop. There we go. Okay. There we go. Got a hopper, 2 of these. Oops, a little bit too much. You gotta be careful with the hook. There we go. There it is. Hey, come back. Can also just do this. That works as well. I just like jumping. I think that's my issue. I like jumping. Alright, so this thing should go in there. And we should get our Certus quartz. Oh, yeah. Need to click this. Oh yeah, and disable overclocking. I don't want it to take too much power, even though, let's be honest, we're getting enough power as it is. But yeah, so then the next step is pretty much putting it in here. I think I might try to automate this. Because if I don't, let's just say it's going to take a little bit of time. So let's put that there, and this is the chest I need. We're going to use normal chest for this one. Alright, so let's put that one there. Say you're going to export. This is how I'm able to do my things. This hook is so amazing. Alright, so we're going to put like all of them in there. And then this thing is just going to export to there. So it should kind of be automated. Yeah, it works! So this thing's going to charge. After that, we can drop it. So that should be pretty good. Because the next step is pretty much me with... if we look at applied Energistics... And we look, not at that one, but at that one. We need Certus Quartz, Nether Quartz, and Redstone Dust into a puddle. So we've got some Redstone Dust. Let's do 5. Let's do 5 of these, and we've got a puddle. So let's drop these 3 into there. Okay, it's kind of weird because things float in this pack. So there we go, we got some of this. So pretty much the next thing we need to do is make this. So let me start looking into how to make all of these things. I presume I'm going to need to make like 124 or 64 motors, even though I kind of have a lot of the motors. Still, like, I've got 49 electric motor for LV. It's probably machines I haven't made yet. I'm kind of going, like, when I know I need it, I make it. That's my way of doing it for the moment. But yeah, so let me check into making a couple of those inscriber, because I'm not making one, I'm making more than one. That is for sure. And then we're going to look at what is actually the next step. Did you guys know that the crafting is something in there? Whew. So I've got a couple of things in here. I made the growth chamber. I made the advanced inscriber so that I could make more than one at a time. I've got a couple of things in my inventory, like 1K storage module, simply because I thought I was just going to bring you guys for the 2K storage module. This thing was something, especially this. Here, you gotta do this, you gotta do this one, so I had to make these, I had to make the screen at dark steel. Then there's this one, which there's an issue at the moment, it seems. It's like when you put 2 glass, because there's a recipe that like gives quite clear glass, it doesn't give you the correct one. So I placed a stack of glass and a stack of thing, and I didn't see it, so now I had to do it again. But ME drive to ME terminal. One ME crafting terminal. ME storage housing. Storage stuff. Then, of course, a BAM! 4K storage. Oh yeah. But that also means that now we can simply come here. This thing kind of needs to move over there because I like having my storage over there. So I'm still not sure how I'm going to end up. Maybe I'll need to make more cables, pass them all the way over there or something. But for the moment, let's just connect things just for the heck of it. So I've been told there's no channels in this one, so that shouldn't be too hard to do. But yeah, what is good? Wait, where am I? Oh, there they are. Okay. So there we go, we got a couple, so we can put like these things over here. And then, bam. There we go. That is 10 4K storage. I kind of need to make another drive because we need also liquid. This is the thing that's kind of been a bit of a bottleneck for me, is that I've tried to do nothing with liquid. So that's pretty much what I have. But that means that I can put this here, that there, and now we've got E! Woohoo! Yay! I hate these standard search number of items. Perfect. Oh my god, that's gonna be perfect. There we go. Ah, I'm so happy. We've got all of this now. No need to do like all the crazy crafting in here, so I think that's going to be pretty good. But whew, I think I need to make more of the basic compressor. It's really the thing that's like I'm getting bottleneck of. Like, I normally put my things in and like let it go, but I needed to record today so that I could put an episode tomorrow, which for you is today and me yesterday. And so, yeah, this thing's been cray-cray. But we have AE, and we've got our line for MV, and we've got power generation that can do up to 3,600. So I think we're pretty good at the moment. And I'm pretty happy. There's probably a bunch of quests. Oh, seriously? I had to make one of these. That's why I hate this thing. Like, it doesn't get the fact here. The storage, like, I just did it. But it's not there. So yeah, early game, like we've got all of these. I've already got the crafting terminal. You don't really need a crafting unit for the crafting terminal. It's kind of weirdly placed. This thing should just be like here. It doesn't need to be gated behind the crafting unit. The pattern terminal needs to be gated behind the crafting unit, not in that order. But I'm pretty happy. I had to make a couple other machines like the polarizer. If we look over here, the polarizer, no, not that one, it's that one. They all look the same. It's a little bit weird, like this one, that one, that one, that one. They're all different, but they're all the same. So yeah, I did make too many of these. So yeah, they're to make the MV motor. But yeah, I kind of got like way too many of it. So yeah, but I'm pretty happy. Like I said, this is a big step into having less of a crappy day doing all of this. I think the next step is getting our way into the interfaces, which are like this. We're gonna need to make a bunch of this. So, and there's also, well, let's put it to the side. Like now that we have it, I don't need this thing anymore. I made 5, which is pretty much the maximum that you might need. What else? So we're gonna need the crafting unit. These kind of things. So yeah, we're gonna need a couple of those. As you can see, it's more aluminum. It's more all of those kind of things. So maybe put pulverizer. No, you. Oh, I only have 8, so I'm gonna have to get more aluminum, that's for sure. Put it at the bottom of the blast furnace. It's gonna give me what we need for the next step. But yeah, there's a lot of preparation in like getting these episodes out. I've been trying to do 3 a week, but just to let you know, I started like preparing this episode maybe like 5 hours ago. Yeah, it might not look like it, but I had to do like all of this thing, all of this. This was the longest part. Like, so I know I did some building, which takes a lot of time, but still, it was kind of crazy. I really need to get this thing off. Let's try to get up to it. Alright. There we go. When you go down, you just use your hook. So yeah, from the outside, this thing looks pretty good. I didn't have any blue glass, so I just used the white glass that I had. I'm thinking I'm also going to change this one to make it look like this, so the whole building's going to be the same color. I think it's going to be looking a little bit better. But that is going to be it for today, guys. I do hope you enjoyed this episode. We're finally into a... If you did, don't forget to leave a like. If you loved it, don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.